Walter Riley.
And can I say why are you here today?
I'm here because I want to support Moms for Homes. I want to support housing for unsheltered folks. I want to be part of the movement that sees a demand, an organization of folks who want shelter to demand it, get it, and to understand that in this society, you got to start taking shelter. It's a right. And predatory lenders, predatory real estate agencies, and predatory government, that is, people who want to exploit folks who are in desperate need of resources, need to be fought back against, pushed back, and we need to not have their analysis of what the society is organized around. We need to not accept their concepts about what government is, but organize for ourselves.
Hello, I'm T-Boo. Nice to meet you. And what is a legal way that we could prevent Moms for Housing to be kicked out of this house?
Well, the law in the U.S. Is based upon property rights, and property rights takes precedence over human rights in this society. So we can't simply say what is on the books. We can't simply agree that we have to be limited to what somebody has written down in statutes. We have to think about what needs to be changed. Because every time there's been improvement in our society, it's been changing the law, or breaking the law has been part of it. I don't mean breaking the law just for fun, but breaking the law with a purpose, with intention, to change the way we relate to the goods and resources in our society. From child labor, from the civil rights movement, from the women's movement, from sexual identity issues, housing issues. All of these things have been changed. There have been advances because masses of people made those changes. Originally, landlords and the lords, they're called landlords because they used to be lords and sheriffs that owned everything, and everybody else was their property, either chattel property as it was with slavery, or their property because they worked for them and lived on their land. And movements developed that took it back. That's been the history of our movements. That's been the history of the world. We get what we have because we fight for it, and we change, and we don't accept their limitations about what we can do. So what's happening with housing here is that somebody else has determined what those rules are, and they are not based upon the input from masses of people like you and your generations. What you're dealing with is laws that limit the way you relate to ownership of properties. All of this property was taken from somebody, taken from the Ohlonies, taken from the Indians, and the people who took it from the Ohlonies. Some of them used similar tactics to take over these properties. Some of the people who come from the East and moved out here and became settlers, colonial settlers, property was taken from them by other folks doing the same thing. That's been part of the development of our history around property here. So we don't need to stop here. It's been going on. Movement will have to continue beyond where we are and come out of the box of being limited by laws.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Anyone else? You good? Everybody good? Okay, thank you, Mr. Riley.